It is 5:30 in the morning. By the time I tiptoe out of my house, carrying my gym bag. The sky is still asleep, and so is much of the city. But I have this quote in my room which reads, "We've come a long way, but we still have a long way to go." That serves as my alarm clock. Plus, I really can't sleep knowing what I know, so I get up and go for my morning workout. In order to get to the gym downtown, I drive down All Albemarle Road. It's one of my favorite things to do in my morning. To drive past billboards that read La Raza and Mi Gente, alongside construction vans and pickup trucks carrying everything from lawnmowers to jigsaws to salsa music in the morning, signifying today is gonna be a good day. It makes for a nostalgic moment to drive down this street. But I think the best part about my morning drive is when we reach a red light, when us Latinos make eye contact with each other and give one another the nod. It's like a cultural nod, or better yet, an instinctive nod. It's one of those nods that scientists have traced back to the Aztec and Mayan empires that has been genetically passed down from generation to generation, and now it's ingrained in the Latino people. Okay, the whole Aztec and Mayan thing I made up, but it feels like it. It feels like it. It feels like at any second now, with all these telepathical nods, we're all gonna bust out of our cars, jump on our hoods, and start singing, "Going to work in America, fight for our rights in America, go to college in America, be our own boss in America." But the red light never holds long enough for us to break out into a musical. So I keep my seatbelt on and continue my drive, when I soon realize that most of my colleagues and clients have never been to this side of town. That this is far from La La Land to them. I mean, don't get me wrong. My colleagues are exceptionally selfless people who've invited me with open arms to their beautiful homes and extravagant event. We've pulled all-nighters, studying at Carolina and working on different companies, and I've had in-depth discussion about influence while being under the influence. And now, many of them live in beautiful neighborhoods around the city of Charlotte. Side note about these neighborhoods, by the way. You see, I'm from New York. You know the, "Hey, you talking to me?" New York. So when I first moved down here and drove through one of these neighborhoods where neighbors wave at you for absolutely no reason at all, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of freaked me out. But now, every time I go to one of my clients' home, I feel like Oprah giving out waves like, "You get a wave, and you get a wave, and ha-ha, Bobby, you get one of these, my friend, you get one of these." I guess what I'm getting at is that you don't know what you don't know. Or perhaps better said, you don't know what you don't want to know. And despite living in the same city, there are people living in a completely different world, where jewelry stores are replaced by pawn shops and a vibrant South Park mall becomes a vacant Eastland mall, where escaping isn't as easy as closing the blinds or changing the channel, and buildings booming can mean economic development or gentrification depending on which side of the tracks you are on. I am ready to train when I arrive to the gym. It is 6 a.m., and I know that around this time, my friends driving the construction vans and pickup trucks are probably getting to their sites right now too. Somewhere where my colleagues live, I know that they don't need to come to a fitness center with all the weight they already carry on their shoulders, and I know that there is no growth without struggle, whether that's as minimal as studying through an all-nighter or as massive as protesting for equal rights downtown. So I begin pushing and pulling weight, hoping that these muscles will one day be strong enough to uplift my community energy strong enough to bridge two different worlds together, pumping empathy into the heart of Charlotte, trying to show the world that there is a musical out there waiting to premiere, that now, right now, is the time for all of us to get up off our butts and start working out our problems, to do something about something, because there are way too many it's their fault and not enough I love you. Because this theater holds 1,100 people, which means there are 1,100 great ideas waiting to be heard, because all of us, whether you're a real estate agent or a homeless man, a CEO trying to prevent his company from going bankrupt, or a single mother trying to keep her lights on, all of us deserve a head nod or a wave or one of these. All of us deserve to feel accepted, feel respected, feel like the world has forgotten what love is and traded it in for paychecks. All of us know that life is not a competition. Because when the weight of the world becomes overbearing and our foundation begins to shake, when our spirit begins to break, that's when we need each other the most. Someone who will come to our lives and tell them, you got this, one more, don't give up, you got this. Someone who will tighten our core values and remind us what we stand up for. Yo, thanks a lot for helping me out with that last set, man. Woo! I don't think I would have gotten it. No, that's my last set. I'm done. It is 7 a.m. by the time I finish my workout. I shower, I change, and I pray. I wave to the girl in the front desk and wish her a good day. I leave the gym, stare at the skyscraper of Charlotte, and whisper to myself, hoping that it's loud enough to wake up the whole city. We've come a long way, but we have a long way to go.